Okay. So have you ever, like, when you're little and your parents tell you, that you need to go read a book or you need to watch a movie and you always have that one favorite book you like to read? Well, mine is Harry Potter. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone is one of the best and one of my most favorite books I've ever read. I've actually read it a couple times, like on just several trips. I read it a lot. Um, Harry Potter feels that he's just an ordinary person, as he is by the author. The author kind of sets him up as like he's just this ordinary kid who doesn't really know what's going on. He lives with his aunt and uncle and his cousin, and that families, they're really mean to him. They make him have like a poor lifestyle. They mistreat him, and he just really has this life that's just, not what he wants for himself, not what his parents wanted for him when he was growing up. He actually is a character who I think deserves honor through everything that he's been through. The character is surrounded by guilty pleasure, although at some point he extends a certain standard on how to overcome certain challenges. I love the manner in which Harry Potter conducts himself on various occasions. He also shows that he is an outstanding character of the person he is, with the simplicity and the core of his own being. The writing that describes Harry Potter is strong enough for accrediting this character. With no doubts, there is no room for distracting all the good stuff throughout the story. The author of the book got a contagious soap opera passion for Harry Potter that any reader cannot stop comprehending. So she was really infatuated with this character. She really loved the character, and she wanted him to grow, and she wanted him to be, this amazing person that later ended up being into several books and several movies that kind of described his life and how he lived. I have read the story of Harry Potter several times, and I can say that the book is kind of good, but it's kind of bad in some points. It just kind of depends on the person. Harry Potter played a special role towards the development of the story, hence his recognition and praise for the good and outstanding contribution seen through all of the movies and books. For people who are not into serious stories, this book may seem too big, but thanks to Harry, because of his hit and miss situation, the character always connects to the story or scenes at the end of the day, and he won't be left out of any scenario. Harry Potter is a great character in the story because he ensures that the stories are engaging and that they connect even the authors, even the audience that he is having this huge role for. He's in the movies and he's playing this person who's trying to figure out his own life and how he's trying to figure out he's a wizard and he's trying to deal with all these things. What I love more about Harry Potter and on the Philosopher's Stone context is in the manner in which he creates a situation where Ron and Hermione establish the small bond of friends that they have. Although certain characters are not the main focus of this story, their growth within the story is outstanding and implies to Harry Potter in the book. Harry's growth is a lot more subtle, and that gives the reader an urge to read more and more series, so she kind of leads it in more and more. The author of the book acts quietly in the background of the story, and before the reader realizes, Harry manages to transform from life where he has adopted family into a person who integrates with his friends and his own family at Hogwarts. He develops a character where he is ready to engage in a number of activities and takes various monsters to protect him and his friends, if any of you have seen the book. So lastly in the book, it generally lays the groundwork for various characters and mostly of Harry Potter. Just from a shy boy who grew up by an adopted family, he learns more about his own wizarding and how he can control it. He indeed deserves honor because he has managed to know in a short duration, unlike when he lived in a normal human being life.